morning, guys. Today is day 18 of getting my crap straight. I'm headed to work. I'm dressed down a little bit, as you can see. We have an operation at work today, which by the time you're seeing this video will be over. And it doesn't require formal attire today, so it's a nice little change of pace. Knocked out my run this morning. It was day 1 of week 6. On my last video, I said that was day 2 of week 5. I was wrong. That was day 3 of week 5. So we're on to the 6th week. Again, it's an 8-week program, 3 days a week, and it's leading you up to be able to run a 5K without walking. Today, the run consisted of 5-minute walk, 10-minute run, 5-minute walk, 10-minute run, 5-minute walk, which was the cool down. I want to take a minute and discuss my weight loss and what I'm starting to observe about how my body's responding to the weight loss. If you recall, on my earlier videos from this past weekend, I advised you guys that I was down 14 pounds in 13 days. Again, a lot of that was accredited to water loss. I've gotten rid of a lot of the sodium in my diet, so I'm not carrying around a lot of water like I discussed the other day. So a lot of that weight loss is not fat, it was water loss. But there has been fat. Since my weigh-in Sunday, after I had my cheat meal, the weight loss has curved quite a bit. And I expected that. My body's starting to adapt to the diet that I've changed over to. And my goal, my realistic goal, was 3 to 4 pounds this week. That's still a little aggressive. They recommend anywhere from 2 to 3 pounds of normal weight loss, but that's not necessarily for someone who's obese. If you're obese, you can lose 10 pounds a week sometimes, and it could be genuinely fat. But for someone who's just heavy, like myself, I'm not clinically obese, but I am fat, overweight, I believe is what the term. 2 to 3 pounds is what's healthy. And what I say by healthy is anything more than that, you probably will start burning muscle tissue in addition to the fat. And the last thing I want to do is burn muscle tissue. My whole goal of this program is to get fit, not to get small. I don't want to be a small fat person. I want to be a fit person no matter what that looks like. If that's 210 pounds and I'm fit, I'm good. And 210 pounds is only 9 pounds away. I weighed in this morning, I'm 219 pounds. It's only 9 pounds away. This week, again, like I just said, I weighed in at 219. This past weekend, prior to the cheat meal, I was 220. So I'm only down a pound. What's the difference? Well, I'll tell you the difference. The first 2 weeks, I was doing primarily cardio and dieting, either running or swimming. This week, I'm still doing my runs, as the videos can attest. The swimming, I have not done this week. Monday, Aikman had swim practice. So he's in the pool with his team. There in turn, I don't swim. So Leanne took him to swim practice while I did a lifting circuit, which was highly aggressive. And I'll share that with you guys. I'll put a link to it over in the group. And it's a circuit created by Six Pack Shortcuts. It's nothing I can take ownership for. It's theirs. It's only like 15 minutes, but it will kick your butt. Because there's very little rest. You're just on to the next, on to the next, on to the next. It's really aggressive and it will wear you out. So I did that Monday along with some upper body lifting. Tuesday, did my run. Wednesday, yesterday, I did the circuit again and did some walking with it. All that to say, the reason my weight's not dropping drastically is because I'm not sheerly just doing cardio. I'm turning some of this fat to muscle. Muscle is more dense than fat. Muscle weighs more than fat. That's just common knowledge. So there in turn, if I'm converting, sorry about that. It's a little steep curve and you guys took a little tumble. So what I was saying is muscle is more dense than fat. There in turn, it's going to counter some of my weight loss. The fat that I'm losing is turning into muscle. It's more dense. It weighs more. I'm not losing as much. I'm fine with that. Yes, it's 1 pound. Oh my gosh, you're not keeping up. I mean, last week you were averaging a pound a day. Again, weight is just one way to look at conditioning. It's not the way to look at conditioning. And I'll give you an example. About 5 years ago, I found an app called Calorie Counter, where my friends Bobby at work had told me about it. And it made calorie counting really easy and kind of competitive, quite frankly. And I dropped my diet to 1,200 calories. I wasn't particular about what I was eating. I was just eating less. I added some exercise in with that, dropped my calorie intake to 1,200, and I went from 265 pounds to 195 pounds. Yeah, 70 pounds. It's a lot. The difference was, even at 195 pounds, don't miss this, at 195 pounds, 6'2", 195 pounds, I was still fat. What? You lost 70 pounds and you were still fat? Yes, I was. My BMI said I was normal. A lot of people put too much stock in BMI. It doesn't account for muscle mass. And guess what I didn't account for? Muscle mass. I was so focused on the weight that I didn't care to sacrifice muscle in the process. I lost a lot of muscle tissue in that 70 pounds. A lot. And guess what? My body held on to a lot of fat. It thought we were starving. We're in starvation mode. That's what you have to avoid. You can't let your body go into comatose where you're in starvation mode, because it will grab the fat and panic. Oh my gosh, we may never have another meal again. You cannot allow my body to get there. It's the reason you got to keep your calories at a sensible level so that you're not burning your muscle. And also, when I did that program, I intentionally didn't lift weights and do weight training because I didn't want to counter my weight loss. I was so focused on the weight loss that I didn't care what was burning. I just wanted to see the number go down. So yes, I got down to what I'm supposed to be, 195 pounds, but I was still fat. Again, I don't care what the number says. I want to be fit. I don't want to have fat pockets. I want to be fit. So all that to say, we have to keep all the measurement systems in check. We can't just go off of weight. It's not an accurate reading of your health. So that's basically it. I've lost 1 pound. I'm fine with it because I can feel the difference. My clothes are feeling different. Big indicator. It's even more important than weight. Your clothes will give you more feedback than a scale. I promise you that. The pants, not as snug. Your belt, you're over a couple of notches. Your shirts, they don't feel like spandex. Your clothes are a very good indicator of progress. And my clothes are telling me you're doing it and you're doing it right. So yes, the weight has curbed, the weight loss has curbed, but I'm feeling better than ever. I'm feeling motivated, and I'm getting my crap straight. So, again, day 18, we're heading to work. We're juiced up, metabolism's flowing, got energy out the wazoo, and I'm ready for another day. And I hope you are too. Get out there, do it. Let's get our crap straight together. Come on over to the Facebook group, join us, share, like, comment. so more people can know about this. We're changing our lives for the better so that we can have a higher quality of life. Until next time, we'll see you guys.